Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Prop Wiz. I'm your host, The Wiz. Today, we'll be doing a box opening and review of this T-100. This is by Hot Toys, 1/6 scale figure. This one just arrived yesterday. Really wasn't expecting this one first, as I had ordered the Arnold Schwarzenegger, the T-800, the original Terminator. I got the battle damaged and the non-battle damaged one from the T2 movie, so not the original Terminator versus, this is the newest guy. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the old guy, but it was Arnold Schwarzenegger from the second movie. Had those pre-ordered, ordered them before I ordered these. I was expecting at least one of those first, but this is what arrived. Super dope, wasn't expecting it. I will say right from the jump, I've seen the blogger photos and I'm kind of worried about the seams. The seams look like real white or real big. There was something about the seams where they just stood out way more than I think they should. So already, before I've even opened the box, I'm kind of disappointed, and I'm hoping maybe just putting eyes on the figure. I'm hoping it looks different in person, that it was just something with the blogger photos or just seeing photos in general. If it feels different in person, we'll see what's up, man. But anyways, let's go ahead and just start the box open review. Okay, here we go. Dude, box art, dope. Got the little metallic print look. Absolutely love that. Like in real life, bro, I do photography, and my prints, my fine art prints, are usually metallic prints, dude. I love that look, man. It gives it this, 3D look. I don't know if that translates to the camera, but definitely fitting for this particular thing. Metallic print, metal guy, liquid metal guy, we get it. But anyways, besides that, dude, it's a basic box, man. Nothing to write home about, you know what I mean? But again, very, very fitting to what it is. Okay, we got the window, the sneak peek, looking good. Of course, we're gonna dive in. Again, box is very plain. We do have what looks like the figure on the back. So this doesn't look like movie shots. This looks like it actually came from the figure itself, which is always a sign of confidence. Okay, we're looking pretty good so far. Of course, we still got some digging in to do, but man, my biggest gripes was the stitches on the suit from the photos. In person, it's not looking so bad so far. Okay, we got a lot of accessories, so we're gonna go through these accessories one at a time as best we can. We've got the belt. Dude, beautiful, beautiful work, yo. Looks like real leather. Everything looks real. Even the flashlight looks like real aluminum. Dude, this is phenomenal, y'all. We got handcuffs, super dope, very, very realistic, and workable. Come on, man. Functional, I should say. Well, functional if you're a 1/6 scale figure. We got his helmet. Again, looking very, very realistic. All of this is extremely impressive in person. I was impressed by the pictures when they released. The figure looked realistic. My only gripe, again, was just the stitching. So far, so good. Doesn't look that bad. But, dude, the rest of this stuff, man, was phenomenal in photos. But looking at it in person is like, dope. He actually comes with a pin. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera, but cool little detail. 2 additional shoes. Regular shoes that come with the cop suit versus the boots that he have on. We got 2 additional boots that's transforming into the metal grate. The thing that he was standing on, this is probably what we're gonna use if we have enough room for the diorama. We're gonna have to make room for the diorama because the diorama looks dope inside the package so far. We do got the liquid metal glasses, got that look. They're not transparent. It's all very, very much looking like it does in the movie. Man, again, the options on this is so crazy. I don't know what we're gonna go with. 2 guns, weapons, let me see. So this one's definitely probably gonna be holstered, probably have them holding this one. Again, don't know, because we might not even have human hands on, man. We might have some of this other stuff that we're gonna get to in a minute. Here, these bullet shots I'm not gonna take out of the package quite yet, but we get the hint. If you've seen the photos, we've seen that we can actually put that on his plate. I'm hoping that it's magnetic, on his chest, I'm sorry. Hopefully it's magnetic and something we can just throw on there very easily. We'll see. Okay, we do got the diorama in here. Again, yeah, we're gonna have to use it, man. My only worry right now is room. Where we're gonna put this, because we do got 2 Arnolds coming on the way also, and at least one of those have a dope diorama as well. So we're gonna have to make room for it. Oh, look at that. You got the chain in there, connecting it. Ooh, it's gonna be dope, y'all. Of course, we got the little eye device to change the eye, reminding us that he does have rolling eyeballs. And for the other little pieces, super dope, man. We got all the things where he was turning his hands into weapons or hooks in the case of this. Oh, we're gonna take at least one of these out. I was gonna keep it in there, but dude, look how it turns into the color of the uniform, giving it that blend, letting us know that, yeah, the clothes, everything about this bad boy is liquid metal. And of course, we got the blades, got the finger, point and joint. I want to call that a blade as well. That one's kind of bent, and then got a little shorter one. So we got the various fingers. I like how we got point and fingers. So we got the beginning of this one. Does that make sense? The pointing version of the one with the blade. Very, very cool. We got jacket. Look like we got an extra pair of pants. Dude, man, they getting us in like full play mode, man. We got to dress this dude. I don't know about that, but we probably gonna have to. It depends, because I don't know what pose we're gonna have him in. What else we got? Ooh, let me get that extra head sculpt. Look at that. Dope, son. Whoo. Oh my Lord, man. The options are overwhelming, dude. I love having options, but in the case of this, it's like, what are we gonna use? What are we gonna put on the actual figure? How are we gonna have them displayed? This is making it difficult, but look at that head sculpt though. Dope. While we're talking about the head sculpt, let's look at the actual one that's on the figure, right? So dope. Looks like my boy, a younger version on him, man. It's funny because I just watched an episode of Peacemaker, so seeing him old is still kind of awkward, even though he still has that same intensity, but look at that. This is nice. This is, again, the 2.0. I never had the 2.1. I mean, I never had the first version, so I'm not sure how that bad boy compares, but I gotta assume that this is an upgrade, because I do have figures from that time period, so I know how far Hot Toys have come. Dude, this is nice, man. And again, the actual uniform, dude, the stitches doesn't look bad, man. And it's crazy. I've seen videos recently of people's figures. It just recently opened it. So I don't know if it photographs well. So I'm saying the stitches in person, holding it in my hand, the stitches don't look that bad. I thought in the photos or some of the production photos, no, the blogger photos, it was looking like denim jean material to me. I guess I can still see that to an extent, but doesn't look that bad again in hand. So very, very awesome. The tailoring itself is perfect. It looks like a human. Boots are cool. They don't move at all though, which is fine. So there's no, they kept it seamless. So I'm assuming that he stands easy. Not so far, but I'm sure we can get him too. He seemed like he's pretty much balanced. So he's not standing super easy. So that's disappointing, meaning we can't move the ankles, makes it hard to get him in a position to balance. At least so far. Again, in here, not a lot of room. We'll figure it out once we get it upstairs. And he does come with 2 other boots and 2 other shoes. The shoes obviously are shorter, so they got that's what the pants are for. I get it. These striped pants are for the boots. These pants is if you want to put the other, the dress shoe style. I know it's probably not proper to call it dress shoes, but you know what I mean? Dude, dope figure, flexibility, yo, almost all the way there. It looked like he's double jointed in some areas. Oh yeah, dude, so he's definitely flexible. We can get him in some poses. We can move him around. Dude, I'm loving this. Super, super dope. Belt looks good. Material back kind of looks kind of wonky a little bit. Might be because I moved him. But, dude, who's going to have him pose like that? We got him like this. He looks dope. Let's go one more time. Dude, I'm loving it, man. Let's take it upstairs for the final thoughts and review. Okay, man, here we are back in the studio for our final review, our final thoughts, dude. I think the figure is absolutely dope. I had a couple of gripes. Well, I had a couple of gripes even before I got the figure, which, of course, isn't fair, which I've already mentioned was the seams. The seams end up turning out fine. Even looking at it now under these lights, dude, it came out. It looked perfect, dude. The outfit is dope. I do think that the hands are a little large. I didn't mention that earlier, but I did see that in the blogger photos that the hands were kind of abnormally large. Whatever. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not going to take off a whole point for that, but there's something awkward about the white shirt under the uniform shirt. I think it's a little awkward. I don't know if it's coming up too much. It almost look like a turtleneck, and it just don't. I don't know if it's the material or what. Doesn't quite look right. Again, that alone doesn't take off a whole point. But I say with the shirt and the hands, I'm gonna take a point off. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I'm rating it a 4 out of 5. Still a solid score. Just taking that 1 point off because just those two things combined, man. But overall, I think this thing is super dope. Dude, just having all the options and being able to display him in many different ways. I mean, the only real sad thing about this is that I only got one, and I'm only getting one. The money gods right now ain't hearing it, man. We only getting one, but this is a figure really, I think, to truly enjoy, especially if you're a fan of T-1000 or Terminator 2 in general, which I am. Again, I'm just missing the money. I would definitely have gotten more than one of these because of display options on this. I mean, you can actually put the helmet, jacket on, have a totally different figure, the weapons, all the different hands. Dude, the accessories on this bad boy is phenomenal and just opens itself up to having more than one, possibly even more than two of these things. But for me, this is it, yo. Still got to figure out how the final display is going to be. But dude, I think overall that is dope. So again, 4 out of 5, I think is a solid number, man. And of course, this itches the nostalgia itch. Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies, definitely one of the greatest sequels ever made, if not just flat out one of the greatest movies. Definitely, I think the greatest Terminator. I mean, Terminator 1 sets the rules. You can't take away from the first movie of anything, but T2, it elevated it, man. So glad to have this in hand. But anyways, that's my thoughts. I think it's super dope. But let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section. Is this a yay or nay? Also, hit the bell notification button. That way you get notified every time I drop a new one of these. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. As always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time, all right? Peace.